What is going on, people? Welcome back to Real Reds Talk. This is your watch-along for Manchester United versus Real Sociedad at Old Trafford. We officially start our European journey tonight. As we mentioned on the preview last night, history suggests we haven't had the best results against Spanish opposition, but lots of optimism going into this one, and we're feeling very confident. Shout out to Liverpool as well, whose controller kept dying last night, and they just got absolutely spanked by Napoli. So big up yourselves, Klopp out, all that kind of stuff. I fucking love it. Alongside me today, of course, we have the watch-along beast, Mr. Shreya Singh. Namaste, Ap Kasian.
I'm good. How are you doing, Nick?
Very good. I don't know what good is in Indian, but I'm that. We also have the Irish singing, whiskey drinking, Chris Martin fan, Adam Gray. How are you, sir?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, although it may be a bit insensitive saying that, but no, I had a all right day and I'm looking forward to the game.
Perfect answer. Absolutely perfect. Right, I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to dive right into the lineup. We've got David De Gea in net, Diego Dalot at right back, Maguire and Lindelof return at centre back. Shivers through the spine. We've got Malacia at left back, a midfield made up of Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen. Anthony on the wing, Ronaldo up top, and Ilanga on the left. So as always, when we're kind of going through the starting 11, we start from the back, moving forward. De Gea, a little bit of a surprise. We've seen in the preview maybe it'd be Dubravka, second choice keeper kind of thing, how Romero was used, but he's gone with De Gea again. What do we think about that, lads?
I think he's gone with overall the lineup. I think he's gone with a strong lineup, but I wonder now if De Gea will be full scale keeper. Obviously, keepers don't do much running because it's the position that they're in. Could he be a regular starter now in the league, and maybe Dubravka is that backup keeper just in terms of in case De Gea gets injured. I'll be looking forward to actually see how De Gea plays up against Spanish opposition. He's done it in the past before, so it's a bit of a surprise, but one that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah. Do you think, Shrez, do you think he'll eventually come into that side as the Europa League goalkeeper? Because surely he must have come from Newcastle for a reason. Someone must have offered him some kind of assurances and said, "Don't like you will play European football and you'll be the cup kind of goalkeeper." Do you see him essentially? What's the word I'm looking for? Don't know what the word is I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say, though. Do you see him eventually? That's it. Coming into the side. This whiskey must be fucking strong.
I don't see him coming back into the side. If he does, I think it would be because of the volume of games that we have. Because we've seen how players have struggled with fitness at our side in the last season when there wasn't that much of volume of games. But now we've got 2 games coming up every 3 or 4 days. So maybe because of that, Dubravka could be used in those games. But I still think that for this season, De Gea is going to be our number 1 keeper. And especially I think against this Sociedad side, which I would say haven't been that great, but haven't been that bad either. It's a pretty unpredictable side. They are, I think the way they play as well in La Liga, they haven't been that great, but on their day, they have the guts to actually take the game to a side like Madrid or Barcelona as well. So I understand why he's gone with someone like De Gea, because if we do get pressured into our own half, considering we are playing Maguire and Lindelof, which could happen, and they might be able to create a lot of chances, we're going to need a shot stopper like De Gea between the goal lines today.
Okay, that's a fair point. I just keep looking at this beautiful shirt in the background here, thinking, "Oh, Champions League when we won it," and I'm just like, oh, the memories, and now Europa League.
We're in the real competition now. This is the real competition. Big boys play this one.
I hate the theme, the song to it. Can't stand it. Oh man, honestly. Starting in centre back as a partnership, we've got Harry Maguire back in today. I said in the preview, Sociedad have athletic players in midfield and up front who press really well and look to cut off passing lanes. That is Harry Maguire's kryptonite, as we all know. Do you think Sociedad will look to exploit that? Because if I am a manager going into this game, I'm looking at that and thinking, he is a fucking target. We can get something out of him.
Yeah, 100%. He's been the target whenever he plays. You notice teams tend to throw 2 players on him at once, especially in possession when he's in possession of the ball. He is our weak point in the team, and we're at a point now where it's not even agenda driven. He's just gone through that bad of a run of games. So I do feel bad, honestly, because there was that season, was it about 2 seasons ago? He was really good in Europe, especially in our run in the Europa League. He was up there with one of the best centre halves in Europe. So
did he get injured? Was it like before the final? I think
yeah,
it was, wasn't it?
he was injured, I think, for the second leg of the
Mhm.
semi. I forget who we had, but I know in the final then he got returned to starting 11, and many disagreed with that. And
Yeah.
look what happened in the end. I know we took it to extra time, lost on penalties, wasn't necessarily his fault, but he definitely is a weak point in our team, and it's sad to say that. Maybe that's why he's gone with Malacia as well. Maybe he didn't want 2 weak points in his team. He just decided to have one.
Yeah.
Better to have one leak than two.
Yeah, exactly. There's a comment from Amy Rock in the chat. Go United, Glazers out. Yep, certainly stand behind that message. Still Glazers out, of course. Victor Lindelof, Strayas coming back into the side. What are you expecting from him today? Because he's been out for a while, hasn't
Yeah, and he's still coming back from injury. I think it is going to be interesting to see how he's able to get back into fitness and actually play in a high intensity game as well, because this isn't going to be an easy game. First game of the Europa League for both the sides, and both the sides, I would say, have had similar starts in the league. Sociedad in La Liga and we in the Premier League. Not that great, not that great. Been average for us. Just got back into some kind of form. Sociedad this season has started to actually kick in as well. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game, I would say, for Lindelof, especially now that he's gonna be partnering with Maguire again. I think it's definitely going to be a tough game. If we actually intend to play a high line, then it's going to be even tougher, because then both of them are gonna have a hefty job trying to keep out, I
he?
would say.
Soloth. Is it Soloth?
Yeah,
Striker. Yeah.
yeah,
Interesting to see how them two get on. Like I said, it just shivers up my spine when I think about them defending. They make me nervous, and they make the rest of the team nervous for that point. But I hope they do well. It's kind of a clean slate on the 10, so we'll see how they do. Starting at left back, a bit of a surprise again. No Luke Shaw. We've got Malacia. Go on. What?
I'm
Go
sorry,
on.
I'm just laughing at the fact that Shreyas has been good, drinking his water, and here we are, dining out.
Yeah, the worst thing Shreyas is going to get is overhydration.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Can't knock it. Can't knock it. Speaking of dehydrated players, Luke Shaw is on the bench. Malacia starts again. That is a massive surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he'd get a bit of a break, especially going into this game. He's basically nearly run himself into the ground at this point. He covers a lot of ground. You've seen, I think is he in our top three for most distance covered, I think, in the league?
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think he's up there anyway. I know Ericsson is top, so I think he could be in the top 3, 4 players for us. But I didn't expect him. I don't think any of us expected him to start actually the game. I think we all had Luke Shaw down, but we seen him. Was it last year? I think. Yeah, last year it was Frankfurt and Feyenoord who were in the final, wasn't it?
No, Frankfurt and Rangers. Feyenoord were in the
Oh,
conference. The conference
they were in the
final.
conference. Sorry. But he's played regular European football. Yeah, so he's used to this kind of stage as well. And yeah, it was a bit of a shock. But with Ronaldo up front, the boy knows how to put in a cross. So could we see maybe a few crosses put into Cristiano? I hope so.
Yeah, I remember pre-season on his right foot, Dalot won it, and then Dalot pinged it into Martial, and Martial scored. How do you see Malacia getting on today, Shreyas? Because obviously he's been a fucking breath of fresh air since he's come in. That 15 million price tag that we paid for him now is looking like an absolute steal. He looks like a mini Evra. He's got like a lot of fight in him, bombs up and down that left-hand side, and looks like he's just gone, Luke Shaw's shirt, mate, no problem. I'm taking that your spot, mate. You're getting on the bench. Go on, Adam.
I just wanted to say, I saw a post and he's one of the last players to actually leave the training ground as well.
I seen that, yeah.
And he's also heavily in discussion with Eric Ten Hag. So the boy wants to kick on, and he wants to improve a lot more. So that's what you want to see. A guy who's just invested in his football, not outside, especially when at a club this size, you can easily become, affected by all the social media around you. But he doesn't seem to be affected by that, and it's
Yeah.
it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's a very good point. Yeah, Shrey has the question about Malacia and Shaw, but I want to ask you as well. If you actually look at the recruitment, Adam just kind of reminded me there of who Ten Hag has brought in. Because let's not pretend that we've had some kind of scouting network set up behind the scenes that's been brilliant and gone and find these players and handpicked them, because they haven't. They've gone, right, Ten Hag, who do you want? Because we don't kind of know who to get. And he's gone, get this kid, get this guy, get this guy. Lissandro looks like he's going to be an absolute player, like just looks unbelievable. Malacia looks like he's hit the ground running. Ericsson has been phenomenal, like probably the best one out of the lot, especially for a free signing. Every signing he's gone and got seems like they've hit the ground running, and that has never happened with United for as long as I can remember. So just touch on the recruitment if you can for us, and Malacia keeping his place instead of Shaw as well, if you can.
I think one positive out of everything in what that has happened in this transfer window is that even though we didn't really get all the signings we needed, even we didn't get all the signings that the manager wanted, the signings we got were the signings that the manager wanted. It wasn't like we are going in for the third choice or the fourth choice player or something completely off the radar just to sell more merch. It was because Malacia, a name that wasn't linked with Manchester United, even at the start of the window or even at the end, it was just something that came in within a week and we were able to pull it off. And then then Ericsson was a person who was being rumored to sign with us when Ten Hag got announced, because he was one of those players who he wanted to build this side around, and now we see why why he's actually a key piece in his system at United now. And except that, Lisandro Martinez, once again, I think Martinez and Anthony both are Ajax products. Both are the players that he pretty much made from scratch, and he's probably looks at them and he feels that they could actually take it to the next level at Manchester United and as well, and keep up with the consistency that they've kept up at Ajax. And when you have a manager who has been with you for quite some time, he moves and he brings you along with you, then it does a lot of favors to the confidence of the player as well. So I think the way we sign players up until now, including Casemiro, I guess when it comes to ability, there is no one better in our squad when it comes to playing as CDM, and he frees up a lot of alternatives and a lot of, I would say, new arrangements in that midfield as well, just by playing him there. So even though it hasn't been that great this window for us, the signings we made have been very positive, and it's been signings that the manager actually wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
Except that I think with Malacia and Shaw, the only thing is Malacia is proving to be consistent that Shaw has never been up until last season. Um, he's still very, very young. I think he's still 19 or 20 years old. So for him to actually, he's matching Luke Shaw right now. Luke Shaw is in the prime of his life right now, considering his age, considering the age for a normal fullback. These are his prime years. And when you look at Malacia, who is still just coming onto the scene, there is still a lot of potential there for him to actually grow into a better player. So for me, yes, Malacia has taken that spot. At least for now, he has.
I'm going to move on to the midfield in a second. I just want to see what's tickling Adam's brain yet again.
I know. I was just going to say it's an absolute worry if this is Luke Shaw's prime right now.
I know it is. It is, to be fair. But you can get them set players who hit it early, don't you? And then it's kind of like they drift off. It's happened loads of times before.
And that's why I was worried about Rashford. For a while,
yeah.
and he's looking okay now. He's looking like he's fitting in.
Yeah, that's the difference. He's retaliated to the criticism, and he's worked well under Ten Hag. Ten Hag's took him, and he seems to really like him and works with him really well. Luke Shaw, I'm not entirely sure because we haven't seen anything from him really since he's come in. Apart from the first couple of games, was it that he started?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's regressed on everything. His pace seems to have lost that extra yard or two. His ability to cross the ball and defend, especially in his positional play, has just been abysmal in the first two games in particular. And we saw it at the end of the season too. So it's a bit of a worry, it is. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully he can improve on it. We saw when Tellez came in that it kind of kicked him on. It gave him that extra bit of spirit. And we're kind of seeing a bit of that with McTominay right now when Casemiro came in. But Yeah, it's worry days for Luke Shaw. I'd be sweating my backside off if I was him, a bit more than he usually does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You can smell the burger sweat from here, can't you?
yeah.
For some reason, my laptop's just stopped charging, so that's great.
Love that.
Whilst
I thought
I'm
I was the only
trying,
one with
yeah.
laptop worries.
Whilst I'm trying to sort this, talk to me about the midfield. Casemiro and Fred obviously played together numerous times for the national team, know each other very well. And then we've got Christian Eriksen starting again, who we all actually thought would probably be dropped because he's been covering some distance in the past few games. We're talking like 11 kilometers per game. Talk to me how you see that working out, Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen.
Do you want to go, Shreyas? No.
Yeah, sure. I think because Casemiro and Fred do have the Brazilian connection. They play well, I would say, together when they featured for the Brazilian national team. And I think this could be one of the ways that Fred can actually make his way back into the squad. Because if he doesn't perform well alongside Casemiro, then at least for now, for the time being, I would say our best midfield would be Bruno, Eriksen, and Casemiro. And I think this is going to be a very, very important game for Fred because how many games has it been that Fred has started for us? So
I don't even know how many. Has he started? What, 2? Is it or 1? I don't even know.
Only one.
Exactly.
I think it was away to
McTominay
Brentford.
has been featuring for us ever since, and McTominay has been pretty much in the form of his life up until now. So I think he's definitely going to be back for the Palace game as well. Except that when I think as the season progresses, Casemiro is definitely going to take his spot in this side, and Eriksen is undroppable. Bruno is a captain for us right now, so Bruno won't be dropped either. So Casemiro, Bruno, and Eriksen would be our midfield going forward, which leaves, I would say, Fred in a very, very dangerous position because you've got McTominay who's fighting for that CDM position with Casemiro, and he's actually playing well for a change. And then you've got Fred who has to fight with McTominay and Casemiro, and might also be fighting with Eriksen to play as a box to box as well. So it's going to be very tough, and hopefully he's able to take his chance in this game because like I said in this before the season started as well, we have got a lot of midfielders. It is a case where how many actually start performing for us. That's when we'll actually see a few issues in our squad. Because up until then, we pretty much had a midfield with Bruno, Eriksen, and McTominay or Fred.
Well, so can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got the charger on, but the mic has now gone off, so I'm just going to plug this USB into here. But yeah, talk to me about the midfield, Adu. Very quickly.
Well, we're seeing a new midfield now. Casemiro, it's his first start for us, and I'm looking forward to actually. I'm going to focus a lot on him tonight to see how he gets on. Say it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and hopefully we're feeling good by the end of the game. But I know I had to throw that in there. But it's as Rhea said, it's the Brazilian. It's almost their starting midfield, their 2 DMs, and it's a competition. Look, I know we shouldn't really be in. We should be aspiring for a higher competition, and especially given that Casemiro's won 5 Champions League medals. I think he has. But it's against a side that he's played regularly against over the last 5-6 years anyway. So he's going to be used to this team. I am excited about it, having a natural DM. I think McTominay did deserve the break, and I do think he's going to start on Sunday when we play Palace away. But it's a bit of a different midfield. See how they click. We actually have 3 Brazilians starting for us. Have we ever had 3 Brazilians starting for us?
No, not that I can think of.
No.
And you would think as well, Casemiro, like you said, he's played in La Liga before against Sociedad a lot of the times. Do you think if he can kind of pocket David Silva in that, because the way Sociedad set up, they set up in a 4-3-1-2. So they have David Silva just sitting behind the 2 strikers, kind of creating. If Casemiro can shut that down, that's a massive kind of threat straight away, and we can focus on our own game then, can't we?
Exactly, yeah. I said it in the preview. He's the one player in their team, and one of the few players, I suppose you could say, in Europe who can play that killer pass between the lines. We saw Bruno against Arsenal there last weekend, and David Silva has that in his locker to play that pass as well. So if Casemiro can do a job on him and shut him down, I think we're going to cut a lot of their attacking threat down because I think it's all going to go through him.
Yeah, it's exciting to see him get a full 90 minutes because obviously the most we've seen from him is 20, 30 minutes in it, something like that. And I think he will play. I think that balance, more to the point of Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen. You've got Casemiro who can sit, take it off the back four, give it to Eriksen, and obviously shield the front two. And then you've got Fred who can do all the pressing, intercepting, be a bit of a nuisance in the midfield as like the box-to-box kind of 8 and press high up. And then you've got Eriksen who can just float between the lines and obviously
that's going to be interesting though. It's going to be really the first time we've seen Eriksen have that free role, the kind of Bruno role, I suppose you could put. So he's going to have a bit more freedom to actually pull the strings. So that's another area to focus on as well tonight.
Yeah. I'm still having issues with my mic, man. Irritating.
Surprisingly, your mic sounds all right to me anyway.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's the camera mic. That's not even the show mic. I'm gonna grab. Well, my girlfriend's gonna grab a plug for me now, and we'll see if we can sort it. The most interesting point of this game for me is the attack. Anthony Ronaldo starts again. Starts the first time for a while. And then Elanga on the left-hand side, you would think. You can see Ronaldo getting a couple of goals today, or if not, a lot of chances with Anthony on that right-hand side, putting crosses into the box.
Do you want to take that one, Trez?
Yeah, I think this could be the first time we'll actually see more crosses being pulled into the box because we've seen our fullbacks and our wingers as well be in positions where they can actually put the cross in, but they are not able to put it in because there is either, I would say, either Rashford or Bruno in the attacking space or in the box, and they aren't really that great when it comes to their aerial ability or putting headers away. We've seen that in games against Brentford as well as in games against Brighton as well, when we had the chance to actually cross the ball in, but we couldn't really do it. The goal we scored against Southampton actually came off a very, I would say, perfectly weighted cross with the perfect height on it as well. So I think with Ronaldo, he does bring us that aerial ability in the box, and possibly with more crossing with players like Anthony who actually like to cross the ball in a lot, he could be having a really, really good game today. Once again, it is going to come down to how much possession we have.
Absolutely. I think Ronaldo will be licking his lips, even though it's the Europa League, and we know it's illegal. It should be in the Champions League. He will be eager to get on that pitch and score, and I think there's nothing more nailed on than Ronaldo scoring. I'm happy to get clipped upon that.
Nick, can I actually mention one thing? Do we have his record against Sociedad?
I don't have his record, but I can get it up. I imagine he'll have a good few goals against him. But I'll get that up now because that'll be very interesting.
Yeah, he must have a decent record against the side because he's played against them for at least 8 years. Must be something like that.
Ronaldo has faced Sociedad numerous occasions when he was playing La Liga Madrid. The forward has faced Sociedad 9 times in his career. He's managed to win on all those occasions. In those 9 outings, Ronaldo scored 15 goals, including hat-tricks on 2 different occasions. So obviously he's everyone's daddy in the Spanish league, and let's be honest, he's scored multiple hat-tricks against everyone. Right, I've got a new lead here for. What is it? I did have a new lead. I mean, Mike. This is a very expensive mic as well. If this is broke, I'm going to be absolutely wounded.
I can't wait to get my equipment back up and working. Rather than my phone.
Honestly, nightmare. When we take a look at our bench, lads, we've got Dubravka, Heaton, Fredrickson, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, Fernandes, Iqbal, McTominay, Sancho, Garnacho, and McNeil. Who stands out for you two off that bench, and who do you want to see get minutes tonight?
I want to see Garnacho get minutes. Honestly, I put him in my starting 11. I did. I thought he'd get a bit of a start, but looking at the starting 11 tonight, I said it earlier. I think Ten Hag's going to take this competition seriously. He wants to get 3 points on the board, and nearly 3 points, especially, can set the tone for how the rest of the group goes. You seen it in the Champions League last night. Napoli and Ajax had 2 massive wins in what everyone thought were 2 tight games, and that could kickstart them going on to the next stage.
I'm sorry, who did Napoli beat?
Rangers.
Napoli?
Oh, no, Napoli. Sorry. I thought you said Ajax there. Napoli bet the Scousers.
That's
And
right. Yeah.
they should have beaten them more than 6. It should have been more than 6. I was watching parts of that game, and Napoli, they missed an open net, they missed a penalty, they missed a few good chances as well. Honestly, Liverpool were played off the park. They're shot. And I'm going to make a prediction now. United are going to finish ahead of the Scousers.
Oh, the whiskey. Yeah. Be careful of that whiskey, I'm telling you.
No, I feel it. I feel it. I think they're shot.
You feel the whiskey, or you feel Liverpool finishing?
Is Klopp next to be sacked?
Sorry.
Well, it was trending today. It was trending today. Pop out.
I know. In all seriousness, right? I think people or Liverpool fans would be mental to get rid of Klopp for the job he's done. First league title in 30 years. He's gotten to numerous European finals. You could argue if it wasn't for bloody Carius or whatever, they'd probably have 2 Champions Leagues. So I think they would be absolutely stupid to get rid of him. But I hope they do, because they'll have a massive downfall if they do.
Mm-hmm. And Nick, this is just one thing I want to point out. Between the excellence of Sir Alex, he knew how to rebuild teams and reinvent teams. I think Klopp is at that point where he needs to reinvent and tactically change, because many teams know how they play and they know how to actually counter it now. And it was, look, and he's what was it, 2-3 seasons ago, when they did win the league, everyone knew how they played. They were played off the park, but people have worked out how to actually, counter it now. And that's how all teams are going to, that's the blueprint. The blueprint's being set, and many teams will follow that. So you're looking at it now, and it's a bit of a stalemate season for Liverpool. I think it could be. I think they're holding on to maybe a cup run. That's it in them. I don't think they're going to challenge for the league. But,
can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, still hearing you. Yeah.
Sorry to thingy there. It went really laggy and it cut off.
I know it did. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I'll just repeat that last bit a little bit, so I can go off it. I didn't hear what you said.
I was just going to say how Sir Alex reinvented himself, tactically changed as well, and I think that's what Klopp needs to do now. If he doesn't, many teams know how to actually counter him now in recent seasons. Like 2-3 years ago, it was all right. It was all brand new. It was heavy metal football, but the blueprint's being set on how to beat them, and it's been like we've seen Fulham actually take a game to them who should have beaten them. Newcastle could have easily beaten them at Anfield, and they got absolutely played off the park there yesterday night. So he does need to reinvent himself. He does. I'd be a bit worried now this season. I said the best they can probably do is a cup run. I think they had to be aiming for a top 4 and a cup run.
I don't know if any of you guys saw what was put in the chat last night about Klopp's 7th season at Dortmund, and a similar thing happened there.
Yeah.
The players look absolutely exhausted. They just look exhausted. And that right-hand side with Gomez and Trent just was like so easy to just pass through. Like that 1-2 with, I don't know if it was Anguissa who it was. It might have been the second goal or something.
It was
1-2 on the side. It was so easy. That's Sunday League shit. It was just boom, boom, and you're in straight away. I also think there's no competition for Trent at all either. So he's got like, who comes in if Trent's injured? Who plays that?
And one of the big, I actually did see this point mentioned on Twitter the other night. They being a very big, heavy metal press in football, as a team, a collective, for the last 3-4 years, and it does take a lot out of the team physically. It honestly does. They've been run into the ground. While you see the likes of Madrid, who have 2, creative kind of ball possession players in Modric and Kroos.
Yeah.
And that's why they have that longevity in them. And that's why they've dominated Europe for absolutely years, and why they've won 5 Champions Leagues.
Do you see Hazard's goal, by the way?
Yeah.
Like the build up to that's a prime example of that. 2 midfielders pulling strings, switching play when it needs to, and exploiting it. And Liverpool style just isn't fucking sustainable at all.
And look at their midfield. They have James Milner in it, and they have Thiago and Arthur on the bench. And to be fair to Arthur, I've looked at his stats, and he was like ranked first in a lot of key stats for midfield in the Serie A last season. So I don't like. I think it was a bit of a panic buy, but
Definitely a panic
he
buy.
might work out. Yeah, it was because it was a deadline day signing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they actually do utilize him right, but Klopp needs to change his
100%.
tactics massively. He does because they're dated right now. They are. But I know getting back onto United, we
I
have
was
a
just about to
midfielder.
say, as much as I love digging at Liverpool, this isn't Anfield agenda. It's real Red
No.
Star. So let's bring Sociedad back into the fold.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's talk about the threats. What kind of form they're in. I know they've got 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss in the past 5 games. They actually drew to Atletico Madrid, who, as we all know, are very stubborn,
Yeah.
good team under Simeone. So I don't think this is going to be as easy as everybody thinks it is. I think they'll give us a bit of a game tonight. I don't know what you lot think.
I'm feeling a bit confident. I think we all felt confident going into the game after yesterday's preview. I think I predicted 3-1. Aaron predicted a Ronaldo hat trick, so we'll see how that goes. I hope he put a bet on it. It might happen. You never know.
Yeah. Oh, you just reminded me actually. Not like I'm betting, but you just reminded.
Of course, not a bet man. I better
me.
check my bets. Actually, I have a bet on.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but yeah, I am feeling a bit confident tonight. Despite what you call it, Linda Guire in defence.
Yeah. It just feels like a massive curse, doesn't it, with them two at centre back? It feels like.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for him to. I don't know how it's going to work because I feel like if we've got possession, if we have a lot of possession, I actually think that could work against us because of the way I was saying with the way they press and stuff. They'll let Maguire have the ball and they'll let Lindelof have the ball and then target them. I feel like that's where it's going to go down. If Sociedad have more possession, which they do in a lot of the games, we will absolutely kill them on transition. Absolutely kill them. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out tactically. God, I can't stop burping, man. Fucking lemonade and whiskey. 1 second.
Also, Shreyas, could you drop a message to Snap? I know you have 2 phones, a bit like a dealer.
Are you suggesting Shreyas shots weed?
But could you drop a message? I'm going to head because I really got to go toilet and food is ready too. So
yeah, he's touching cloth. Looks like Luke Shaw on the bench. Yeah.
I'll try and message him because you can only access WhatsApp from one phone, so I'll try and
I've got it.
message him through my
I've got
laptop.
it here. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
Bear with me a sec. If you want to do what you got to do, just cover your mic, and then me and Shreyas can thingy then with whatever. Cover it with a cap or whatever you've got.
Yeah. Just before I go, how are you feeling before the game now? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling, a bit nervous? I suppose.
I think we'll win, but like I said, I don't think it'd be easy. I think it'd be a 2-1 or a 2-0. I don't think paced in. I don't think we'll slap him like 4 or 5-0.
I think the biggest question is, will we keep a clean sheet?
Yeah,
that's the main thing. I just don't see us scoring 4 or 5 goals. I could be way off the mark, but Sociedad are not a bad team. They've had mixed results, the mid-table, and I've seen mid-table clubs. Look at us against Southampton. 1-0, scraped it, absolutely scraped it. And they're not exactly a lower level than Southampton. So, yeah, it just depends on what kind of mood they're in, the way the players set up with Maguire, Lindelof coming back in, Fred back into the team, not played for a while, starting. Yeah. So, depends how them players perform. If their concentration level's high, then we should breeze through it, I think.
Yeah. That's it.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to it, though.
Absolutely. Are you... Yeah.
Yeah, so I am. I said my prediction 3-1 anyway, so I'm feeling it. I think it'll be 3-1. I think Ronaldo's going to be on the score sheet. So I'm going to sign off, gents, anyway, and I'll be with you at full time anyway. Probably in a great mood anyway. Hopefully. If we win.
Yeah. Hopefully. You go have your poo, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Okay. Right.
All right.
See you, gents.
Adios. See you later. Shreyas, I feel like you're in a bit of a different zone at the minute. You're not giving much away in terms of reaction to the game.
I was fixing up my stream because my TV actually burnt out, so I can't really watch it on it. So I was fixing up my laptop so I can transfer the stream over there.
I feel like everyone's having issues at the minute.
Yeah, it was working fine up until the stream, and just midway into the stream, it burnt out.
Yeah. So we've got 15 minutes till kickoff. Half time, as we know, Shreyas, I always have a little thing that we do. I've got is this the answer? If this is the answer, what is the question? So we're gonna go through that, and it's Manchester United related. So that's what we're gonna do at half time. I don't think Adam's joined us for half time. It's just at the end of the game, I think. So yeah, let's see what people are saying on Twitter. Let's see how people are feeling. I like going to it and seeing like the reactions and stuff. I'm seeing a lot of memes on here. Oh god. Let's have a look. It's just there's nothing about Manchester United.
Yeah. Today it has to be that way.
Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look. Is a EFL statement following the death of Queen Elizabeth. Consideration in respect of EFL fixtures will be discussed with the government and the wider sports sector during the period ahead, and an appropriate announcement will be made at the earliest opportunity. I can't see anything on the Europa League though. Like I understand, that the Queen's died, so it's one of them, but like there is nothing.
I think just on this date is actually better that there is nothing, because Maguire is starting after so many games.
Yeah, I suppose.
So the less the press and media for us, the better.
This is an interesting one. 17-year-old Tyler Fredrickson is on the bench for Manchester United for the first time tonight. I actually haven't seen much of him. Have you seen any of him at all?
No.
I've not even heard. I don't think I've heard of him, to be honest. I feel bad for saying that.
I think
I haven't.
Realistically, we could be seeing Garnacho or McNeil today. I think those are the only two guys who actually might be coming off the bench for us when it comes to the youth squad.
Yeah, I hope so, because youngsters, it's been a bit of a rocket start to the Premier League. It's been crazy, so you don't really want to throw a youngster into that kind of environment. I only think they'll come on if we go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and we've got a bit of a, a bit of a comfort blanket to throw them on.
Yeah, I think because it's no use to actually, put them in a high pressure situation, considering it's the Europa League as well. And we've got, I would say, in comparison to Sociedad, we've got much better games to actually pull them in. Like Sheriff and the other club, I don't even know how to pronounce that name. So yeah, we could pretty much just throw the entire U team in that game. So I think it's nice that we are seeing some new names as well in there. Like you mentioned, I think we could be seeing some more names. I hope Pelistri gets well soon and is able to feature for us as well. So he might be able to finally get some minutes as well. So yeah, I think it's really sad that he got injured. Otherwise, who knows? Probably he could have played a big role in this stages build up until we actually face some real competition in the later stages of the Europa League.
Absolutely. I want to dive in some comments because I've not read any out since the start.
Yeah.
Let's have it read. 550 subs today. I feel it. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're 8 off 550. So if you can make that happen, shot of whiskey gets popped out. Is Malacia age the same as Shreyas? That's an interesting. Is Malacia older or younger than you, Shreyas?
I think he's 19 like me.
Oh, is it? It's a similar age.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's have a look. Sam saying he's younger than Ronaldo. Keep telling yourself that. The statement is crazy to say. We bought Casemiro Champions League best CDM to improve McTominay and start every game. But we have played a Brazilian in Fred who can play like 3 players in a single match. Casemiro, Fred, and Ronaldinho. Yeah, very agree with that, Dan. Ugly Bears in the chat saying rest in peace, Her Majesty. I would say rest in peace to the Queen. Yeah, and BT Sports apparently have cancelled their pre-match build-up.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the screen, I was thinking, I can't see Jake Humphries, Rio, anyone like that.
Yeah, exactly. Even
see
on
highlights.
My screen, it's just League One highlights right now.
Why do you think that is, though? Why would they cancel the build-up? I know, obviously, everything's going on, but how was that? Where's the connection between that?
Probably the game might have been delayed or something, maybe.
Yeah. Right.
Hopefully it isn't, but maybe.
Yeah, that's what Ugly Bears just said then, literally. Yeah, I hope not. Well, then what time are you going to kick off then if it's delayed? 9 o'clock? Like, it's 8 o'clock when it's supposed to kick off over here, so... And what about the fans in the stadium as well who are watching it? That's the thing. I actually got offered tickets for this game today, but obviously the watch-along is priority, so... I am going to pour myself a whiskey and you can talk to me about whatever you're flowing through your mind.
Once again, I think to all the new viewers who are coming in, please make sure to like the stream and please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, we are able to hit 550 subs today. Very quickly, it has gone up from 500 to 540. Very
It
quickly.
has, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the start of the season, I said, started off like a rocket. This from 500 onwards, it's just been
Yeah.
nuts, absolutely mental. And I think if we hit that 1,000 mark in subscribers, you might see me actually cry on a stream. I might be very drunk at the time, but you might see me cry on a stream. So whoever wants to see that happen, then.
And then Nick will drown in the river.
Yeah, drown in the river of tears. See how I did that. So yeah, what highlights are we looking at now? What have we got on? AC Milan versus is it Inter Milan?
Yeah, Inter Milan versus AC Milan.
When did they play? Was it on a weekend?
I think, yeah. I didn't really follow much of Serie A this week.
It's gotta be boring. Italian football was like great in the 90s and the early 2000s.
It's pretty slow now.
Yeah. I did see though, I think there was the striker for I can't remember the guy's name. He's Portuguese, Rafael Leo or something like that. Is it?
Yeah, the winger.
Did you see his overhead kick?
Yeah.
Oh my god, absolutely phenomenal. And I think he's only a young player. I've seen United link with him. You know, obviously it's not.
I think he's just 21 or 22. Really, really young.
Yeah, it wasn't like a legit kind of link. It was just kind of one of them. It was like United name.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the usual word they use? Monitoring FC.
I think right now the Italian league, the football isn't that great when it has to compete with the European sides, but there are some really, really good talents there. Especially when you look at Inter side, you've got players like Barella in there. I think Barella has a really, really
top player, underrated.
Big future. He's still fairly young, and I think he has a big future ahead of him. You've got Lautaro Martinez as well, who could possibly be moving in the next couple of years as well from Serie A to a bigger league. And in AC Milan, like you mentioned, there's Rafael Leao. They have got Brahim Diaz in there as well, who's really, really talented. Brahim Diaz is a really, really good player. They've got, I think they signed the Kettler this window as well, CDK, I think, from Bruges. I think he is going to be someone big for them this season. And once again, they've got Sandro Tonali as well, a top quality player. So yeah, I think there are a lot of good players in the Italian league at the moment. But I think just like the Premier League, actually, they had to go through a revolutionary period. The football had to get revolutionized in order to actually, take it up a step, actually, move forward. I think that's what the Italian league needs right now as well, because they just can't compete with other European sides, and we've seen it in the past 3 to 4 seasons in the Champions League and the Europa League as well.
Did you see the amount of money the Premier League spent in comparison to the other leagues, like in Europe? It was miles ahead of like La Liga, League One, Bundesliga. Like the Prem at the minute is where it's at, is where all the money's at. And you mentioned a lot of strikers there in Lautaro Martinez. I was going to say Lisandro, then I always get mixed up. Lautaro Martinez, that Rafael Leao. Who do you think United will go for next season as their number 9? Because there's no doubt about it, we need a number 9 next season. Darwin Núñez obviously went to Liverpool. Haaland's gone to City. So who is there out there? I know we've had this discussion a number of times, but it's going to keep popping up. No. What, are they 34? Absolutely not. Fuck that.
I mean, I think next season, a lot of many more options could open up for us. I think definitely they could. I think Newcastle actually were very lucky to sign Isaac this season itself, because I think if they wouldn't have signed him this season, next season it would have been much tougher for them to get him, because more clubs could have joined in on the race. But
would you have gone in for him?
Isaac, if it would have been around the 50 million mark, I would have definitely gone in for him. I think for 50 million, getting someone like Isaac, is still a good deal. But yes, we still got better areas to focus on when it came to this season, because we still got players in there. But yeah, I think it is going to be very, very interesting next season, because in the Bundesliga as well, you've got players like Andre Silva who are actually, getting into their own. They're actually playing really, really well, getting more game time. Could actually feature in the World Cup as well. the way they're playing at the moment. You've got Joao Felix, who could actually be moving next window as well from Atletico de Madrid, because I think with him the case is it is never a question about his ability. I think the way Atletico play, it doesn't get the best out of him, because I think on the ball he's a very very gifted player, very very talented, and I think if he went to a team like Manchester City, like imagine Joao Felix at a team like Manchester City, Pep Guardiola would easily get the best out of him, and he could
You
actually
know
make
what?
him the best. Yeah,
It's a very good shout, that Joao Felix. I rate him highly
yeah,
as a player. But the only thing with that, and the comment that Sam put in the thing as well, Tammy Abraham, he will not stop banging
yeah,
his drum about Tammy Abraham at Rotty. Like, Sam keeps mentioning him. He's a good player, but I think Joao Felix, first of all, his price tag, what Atletico paid for him, I think it was like 110 million or something ridiculous.
yeah, 140, 102, something around that.
Yeah, they paid a lot of fucking money, so they're not going to let him go, especially when they've been developing and putting money into his kind of growth. So that'd be a very expensive deal to do. But look, if he's got the talent there, he's young enough. You know, you've seen how much players are going for at the minute. We just signed Anthony for 100 million euros, so you never know. Also, Tammy Abraham as well.
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho, the link there, they've just bought him. I think they bought him from Chelsea, didn't they, for 50 million or whatever it was. Very difficult deal to do as well. But,
and I don't think he would come. I think if he actually if United actually went in for him, Chelsea would easily reinstate his buyback clause and get him back. I think that buyback clause for 35 million or so is a very very good bargain, especially for a player like Tammy Abraham, who's growing very very well. But I don't recall the name of that player. I think the Ukrainian striker who featured in the Champions League a few days back. I think he's a top talent. You've got I think the players that Ten Hag actually got linked with as well. The way they've all got swooped out, like Sesko as well got swooped out by Leipzig. So I think it's going to be key. I think this winter window we'll know much more, because it is actually during the winter window that most of the pre-contract negotiations and pre-contract deals are actually agreed.
Sorry, Shreyas, they're making an announcement on the TV at the minute. I think the game might be getting
cut. Yeah.
Fuck's sake, man. Or is it? I don't know.
I mean, the people are just still sitting there.
But then what about the fans who have travelled to the game?
Exactly, I don't think travelling fans are that much of a concern for them now.
People just saying, I think it's on. I think it's very.
Twitter is dead at the moment as well when it comes to this.
The camera's on Old Trafford.
Exactly, yeah.
It's what's the word I'm looking for? I wish I was better with words when it comes to intellectual ones. It's unprecedented. Sorry, situation you're in at the minute, it's unprecedented. The timing, no one expected it at all. So I don't think they've done any coverage whatsoever for any of the games. I think they've just left highlights on, and then boom, like this, you play the game, and then they'll probably make some postponements after.
I think it's on. It's on.
Yeah, the players are walking out.
Players are in the tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah, they're walking out. So, you know what? I will not buy a United kit or any training kit or anything from the Blazers, but I do like that jacket. I am a fan of that jacket. The colour of it. I can hear. Oh no, that's thing, isn't it? Never mind. I was just saying I can hear your thingy, Shreyas.
Yeah.
1 second. Players are walking out. Very interesting. Bear with me a sec. I'm just getting me.
Yeah.
We could be heroes. Right. Okay. Let's see how we get on then.
Yeah.
So, literally 30 seconds till kick off. Pretty much. Ten Hag's walking out. Players are good to go. I don't know how this kits. Oh, we're in red, aren't we? So it's all right.
Yeah.
What was your score prediction before this game?
1-0.
You said 1-0. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh no, you wasn't on the preview, was you?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1-0 or 1-1. Do you think it's gonna be tight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because we have that defensive pairing.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. You can never count on that defensive pairing before you make a prediction.
Let me know in the comment section, guys, how you feeling going into this game. Score predictions, goal scorers. If you're confident, let me know. Maguire captain. A sight you don't want to see in it, to be honest. But that kit Sociedad wear reminds me of United had a kit in '94. They had a white and blue one with yellow writing on the front. Proper reminds me of that, like an old school retro one. Well, credit to the fans. Imagine if they would have travelled, these away fans from Spain, and they would have got called off. Like, what do you do then? You got to book another night in a hotel. Like, yeah. Dan
the
there.
Blazers would pay the fee.
Yeah. Dan starting in midfield. Lindelof and striker. I think they're doing a minute silence for the Queen.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little bit behind it. It's 1 minute past, unless it's a little bit late to kick off.
Could be a later kickoff.
Oh shit! Let me do that. Let's see. Okay, minute silence is over, and they are going to kick off very shortly. It's only on rare occasions, isn't it? We've seen a full stadium quiet.
Yeah.
And it's like woo, especially Old Trafford as well. Because Old Trafford is when you're in that stadium, fucking blaring, absolutely blaring.
Yeah.
Oh, Sociedad are actually kicking off.
Yeah.
They must have won the coin toss. The pitch looks fucking crisp, by the way. Like it looks like it's a brand new pitch. Looks beautiful. I've been on that pitch as well. When you're on there, it looks so much bigger. When you're honestly, like you look around, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't blame Luke Shaw for not covering that much ground. Fuck me. Huge. So we've who's that? Oh, it's Anthony. Sorry.
Put a McDonald's on one end of the pitch, and he'll cover the entire distance.
Ronaldo pressing from the start. Maguire getting stuck in straight away. Love it. No messing about. He's going to be eager to prove a point today, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Maguire. Dennis the Menace.
I think Ronaldo is going to be the most lively figure in this match, definitely.
Yeah. He's going to be what to prove a point.
Yeah.
It's just weird seeing him in the Europa League. It's so strange.
What have we done?
This is a man who's like quite literally scored like overhead kicks in semi-finals. Scored clutch hat tricks.
He's the record holder for almost every single stat in the Champions League. It's single
crazy.
Stat.
Okay. Yeah. We could be interesting to see how Elanga gets on well. Oh, it's lovely pass from Casemiro on that. He's been very average on it. Malacia whips a ball in. Yeah, Elanga's been we always say his first touch is football and intelligence at times. Very
I think he still needs some. I think he still needs time. He definitely still needs time. I think a loan move would have been perfect for him this season.
Anthony and Casemiro just absolutely mullered a Sociedad player. I don't know the guy's name. Take is called. if both just absolutely crumbled him and then high-fived after. It seems like we're turning into a very physical team, you know.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Arsenal game? Jesus on the floor in the first minute.
Yeah. He said wow 3 times after getting up.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
David Silva already getting on the ball, trying to make things. Yeah, started off with the right tempo and aggression. Me and you. Oh. Da, 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 da.
Mata has gone to Galatasaray today, right?
I don't know if he's gone. I've seen links with him going. I don't know if it's officially announced or whatever. 543 subs. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
7 towards 50. 550. Should I say, not 50. Dallo loses out. I think that's been one thing that's completely shifted since Ten Hag's come. It's the mentality, the aggression, and attitude. I've seen a stat saying if we continue in the way we're going, we'll break the record for most yellow cards for a team in a season. If it continues.
McTominay is already on 4.
Oh yeah, McTominay will probably break the record for individual yellow cards anyway. Yeah. He'll get like 38 in yellow card a game.
I think, the fullbacks are a bit tugged in.
Sociedad having more of the ball though.
Yeah.
Bad touch that. Oh, that was a really bad touch. Antony. Casemiro. Good pass to Fred. Casemiro puts the ball in. Oh. Keeper spills it. I don't know why Casemiro floated that then though. I feel like he should have driven it into the box rather than trying to float it. That was a bad fumble, that.
Yeah.
I thought Ronaldo might have gone into him, but he's not even touched him. Just completely dropped it. Good touch from Dallo. That was beautiful. It's a foul. Playing a high line with Lindelof and Maguire. Oh, Malacia does well there to keep hold of that. Good ball. You know, for someone who's really left-footed in Malacia, I don't know if you ever noticed that. Plays with his right foot loads.
Yeah.
Reminds you remember when we was playing Brandon Williams at left back when they're all there? And he was just, you could just proper tell he was right footed. Never like that. I think it only works with wingers. You have the odd exception in like Maldini. When Maldini was back, he was right footed.
Yeah.
Or Dennis Irwin, was he right footed? I don't know if he's right footed, but could use both feet really well. Feeling pumped up for the game, bro. You watch it on your phone?
Yeah.
It's weird watching it without sound. Are you watching it with sound?
No.
No. Strange, isn't it?
I would say a bit slow than I expected this game to start.
Yeah, no team's really grabbed it by the scruff of the net yet, have they? In the first kind of 6-7 minutes. I want to see United really get on the ball and dictate. You got Casemiro and Eriksen in your midfield. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it seems like Fred's the one who's higher up. If you look at it, that Fred's in the 10 where Bruno would be, and Eriksen and Casemiro are a bit deeper. Which is crazy, playing Fred as a 10. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh, Martial's run it back in a good position. It's a bad pass, that, from Fred. That's why Fred shouldn't be in the fucking number 10 position, because of what he's done there. Fucking hell.
I think a bigger question than his passing would be shooting.
But look, he picks it away. I see what he's trying to do, but the execution's terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's why Eriksen should be there, and you put fucking Fred further back. And ball. And on ball. Well played. Switch it. Oh, I do not like Lindelof and Maguire passing it about between themselves. Switch it. Good ball. Wing backs having a lot of the ball. Play on, play on. Fucking hell, play on, man. What's the ball on the right hand side? Fred needs to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like on the same level as Ronaldo there. That a weird decision to you, that Shreyas? Fred playing as a 10?
Yeah. I mean, I actually saw him being used alongside Casemiro in this game and Eriksen being pushed further up. I think everyone did. But, I mean, Fred actually started his career as a cam, so.
Did it? I know that.
Yeah.
I thought he's always been like a box-to-box. Oh, Antoinette was a shit, that. Good ball in, though. I don't know who that's. Who's that striker? We could be heroes. Fred doing Fred things, creativity and decision making needs to improve. Fredinho, yeah, not been great, has it? Just seeing
both teams look. Yeah, really, really.
Kubo and Sadiq up top. I think it's Sadiq, the one who looks like a bit of a threat, and yeah. Ten Hag's got a couple of lines on his FOD.
It has started. It had to start. Hasn't been a good start for either of the teams, I would say.
Yeah. In comparison to that, especially for United, the past couple of games.
Obviously,
I haven't watched Sociedad a lot, so I don't know what they've been. Not been a great start.
I mean, still, but would have at least expected one side to, actually start doing something up until now.
To be honest, it's Malacia and Fred's passing that's kind of letting the side down a bit. Malacia's give it away a few times. And he will get better at that. He's a bit rough. But he'll get better at that. Switch it. Nice. Okay. We could be. Go on, Fred. Ronaldo already looks frustrated.
Hasn't been that good of a start.
We could be.
Passing's been a bit off.
A bit off. We could be. I mean, when you're doing a watch, is it a shot?
Yeah.
Cross, it's a great tackle. It's fuck all happened in the first 13 minutes. Shout about. Apart from Anthony and Casemiro, Muller in that Sociedad player is the best thing that's happened so far.
Yeah, I think that's the only highlight up until now for both of the teams. Because nothing has really gone on after that.
Yeah, Sam just said in the chat, no intensity in this game
Yeah,
at all.
no intensity at all.
Yeah.
Both the teams up until now, no intensity, no pressing, or I would say,
Ronaldo was in then, but I think he was offside.
yeah.
David Silva dropping a bit deeper to get on the ball. Why has it just stopped? You know what it feels like? I'm watching a testimonial match.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Can anyone as well in the chat please make sense of Fred starting in the number 10 position? Tactically, for whatever I can't. Nothing. I'm trying to think of every possible reason in my head. Lindelof tries being aggressive there and absolutely fails. Good tackle from Alessio, reads it really well. Oh, this has been a shit start. Ooh. Ball gets fizzed in straight across the front of the goal.
I think, there is no energy.
Elanga's in behind. Go on, Elanga. Gets to the byline. What does he do with it? This is where Elanga's, he needs to make the right decision. Give it Fred. Oh, Fred's pass there. His touch and his pass is so erratic.
Yeah.
What's going on there? I think it's a fair point to say as well that a lot of these players never played with each other before.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, definitely. But I think one thing that we've still not seen in this game up until now is energy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
energy hasn't really been there.
As a collective. Oh, the passing from Sociedad's been terrible as well. They keep just giving it away.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's where players like Lisandro actually come in, because even though we actually defend a lot at times, the energy doesn't drop. They keep the energy going.
You know what it is? We're missing our star player, McTominay. That's what it is.
Or Donny.
Yeah, he's busy with splinters in his ass. Oh, it's a nice pass from Ronaldo, that. Played Casemiro. Eriksen's on the ball. Ronaldo's in space.
Yeah.
Lovely ball. Ooh, close. Very close.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Ronaldo's going to love having Eriksen. That's where he should be. I don't get why Eriksen should be there in number 10 so he can do that. Not far away at all, that. First bit of, attacking emphasis we've seen from United. We could be. Sociedad give it away again. Yeah, they're just playing into.
A lot of players aren't really sharp enough.
No, you can definitely tell there's a bit of rust in the circuit, can't you?
Yeah.
There is some
From both the
WD-40.
teams. At the moment, I would say that for both the teams.
Yeah. We could be. Pull it down a bit. Oh, might as well sit back watching this one. So I don't think it's going to be an off your seat moment unless Ronaldo scores a banger. I think that's going to be a 1-0 dry ass fucking game.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
It's looking like one because up until now, the chances that we actually even created came off, I would say, a couple of mistakes and once again, Fred in the wrong position at the right time.
Yeah, the keeper. There's a lot of space for them in the wing back positions.
Yeah.
And if they switch on a little bit more and they're a bit better in possession, what is Maguire doing there?
Sam saying Aaron's score isn't happening.
Sam said what?
Aaron's score isn't happening.
Yeah. Like I said, man, 2-0, 2-1, if that, at this point. Probably gonna get a fucking 0-0. It stays like this. But I suppose one of these games, you look at it, you 3 points and you're moving it. Doesn't have to be
I
a
don't
kind
mind
of.
these games. I actually don't mind seeing that these sort of games, but I do mind seeing these sort of games when it's 1 o'clock in the night for me.
Yeah, it's a very good point, Shay,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah.
I always forget that. You're like 6 hours there. Well, if you needed help sleeping tonight, you're not going to watching this. I'll put you right to fucking bed.
Yeah.
It's been fucking poor quality, this. Both sides. It's like watching it. I feel like we're in the Conference League, man. Honestly. Anyone who hasn't subscribed to the channel, please do. We're trying to push 550 by the end of the stream. We're on 544? 543, sorry.
Yeah, just 7 subscribers away, 9 people watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to smash that subscribe button and help us reach 550.
And like the video as well if you're feeling generous. Oh, David Silva's pockets of space there. You know what he's done now? He's come away from Casemiro because he was in that slot near him. He's not having any fun, so he's just dropped deeper now. He's just dictating it like how Ericsson does for us. But if you're going to try play counter-attack tonight, you're going to need Rashford on the pitch.
I think if we want to play counter-attack in this game, first we actually, need to get hold of the ball.
Oh, keepers. Ooh. Anthony's not had the best start either,
Yeah, I don't think anyone has. Up until now, I don't think anyone.
His first touch hasn't been great at all. Tell you what, we need a jar. Every time you yawn, you put a quid in it. Be full by the end of the game. Sociedad play it out again. Oh my god, man. Someone needs to kick these players up the fucking ass. Give us a game, man.
Do you remember that game against Leicester last season?
Leicester. Oh yeah. Was it Old Trafford, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible. Definitely giving off them vibes, innit? Good pass from Casemiro there. Great pass from Eriksen.
Sam in the chat saying Premier League games this weekend are going to be cancelled.
Are there?
Yeah.
So no Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it appears so.
Am I wrong to ask why? Like, I understand the Queen's died, but where's the correlation between football and the Queen? Like, I'm more than happy for someone to explain it to me, but I don't understand why. But fair enough.
But it isn't good news for all Premier League clubs as a whole, because it could happen that in 1 week they might have to play 4 games because the games are cancelled this week. You can't really reschedule games now, considering the World Cup is coming up.
Yeah, well, apparently in England, when the Queen dies, you have a mourning period. So I don't know if it's because of that why the game would be cancelled over the weekend. But I don't understand the correlation. Does that mean all sports and all athletics are going to be cancelled? Like, I suppose we'll find out. Let's see. It's always fun to go to Twitter when there's a lack of quality in games. So let's have a look. Guarantee people like stalemate, shit, boring as fuck. Let's have a look. People saying the same thing. Why is Fred playing as a 10? Couldn't pass wind. A lot of people going in on Ronaldo. I don't know why. Ronaldo's done fuck all wrong.
Yeah.
Christian Eriksen on the ball. Oh, good pass. Oh, it's a great pass from Eriksen. That Ronaldo fuming with himself. Nice, cute little pass. He's going to be the one. If we break it, if we get a goal, it's going to come through him.
Yeah,
it's a nice little pass there. It was a bad first touch from Ronaldo, and he knows that as well. If he gets a better touch on it.
Yeah.
Anthony, great first touch. Ooh. Fucking hell, that keeper's got snowflake hands.
Yeah.
It's got terrible handling him. See that? Anthony just curls one. You can't even catch it first time. He's got like playing fucking volleyball.
I really don't think. Yeah, both the teams up until now haven't really looked up for it. Like, it looks really, really casual. Really, really, really casual the way they're playing right now.
Like a kickabout in the park, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good ball that from the keeper.
Dad in the chat is saying, read somewhere that Liverpool are 4th favourites to win the Europa League this season. I mean, they could drop. Who knows?
Depends if Napoli drop into it as well.
Who have they got in their group except Napoli?
I'm not sure. To be fair, that would clear. Let's have a look.
If you're getting bored, why not?
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
At this point, you might as well just search random shit.
Exactly.
Champions League. There we go. Let's have a look. So they got Ajax, Napoli, Rangers in the group, which is actually quite a tough group. Ooh,
Ajax, yeah.
Sociedad nearly scored then.
I do think that, if they actually end up getting dropped to the Europa League, they won't really have a good season.
We have obviously Sheriff, Sociedad, Ammonia. It sounds like the acid that you throw in people's face. If you look at teams in the competition in general, you're a little bit worried. Roma and Arsenal, really.
Yeah.
They were the threats. Maybe PSV you can throw in there as well, but PSV got beat by Rangers. That's why they're in the Europa
Yeah,
League.
so I think the bigger competition is definitely come through the Champions League.
Yeah.
But if actually Liverpool don't manage to get top 4, who would, according to you, in place of Liverpool?
I said in my prediction, I think United will get top 4. I think it'd be United, Spurs, City. Oh, it's a good shout, actually. Who would be? Because Chelsea.
Exactly, because Chelsea won't be getting it now.
It could be. They're getting Potter in, aren't they? So
yeah,
depends how quick he adapts and how quick the players adapt.
I think the reason Potter will take, at least I would say, a couple of months or so would definitely be because Chelsea's players, the way Graham Potter is a system manager. He's an out and out system manager, and these players are currently low on confidence. Working under Tuchel. Tuchel has a style which is very, very different to that of Graham Potter's. So I think
I know they play similar styles, but they play similar formation.
They play similar formation, but the style is completely different. I think Cucurella would definitely be able to fit in very, very well because he played for him last season as well and was very, very good. But I think except that when it comes to player like Havertz, especially, I think at least for now, for him to get the best out of players like Havertz, Mason Mount, even I would say players like Pulisic and Jorginho, he still has to get them accustomed to the new system because they're completely different midfielders if you compare them to Casido and Bissouma.
Fred apologising again. I hope that deflected. If that was just...
How many times has Fred apologised in this game?
Oh, it came off Elanga's head. Okay, right. Yeah, it's Bruno Fernandes on the bench, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would bring one at half time. You can't have Fred playing a number 10. That's fucking criminal. Elanga's in. Fred. Oh, it's a bad pass from Elanga, man. Do you know what the worrying thing is? We're going to need depth for this season, right?
Yeah.
Casemiro to Fred. Oh, it's a bad pass from Fred again. He can't play there. He can't play as a 10. He's shit. Man on. Tries a little flick down the corner. Sociedad are there. Oh, there's a player in behind there. Ooh, Maguire fouls. Oh, fucking hell.
We're on 544 subscribers now. So just 6 subscribers away from hitting 550. Just 6 more.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys and girls and aliens. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Aliens.
Yeah, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
God, this has been a fucking terrible game. I'd love to try polish a turd, but it's been bad. The quality has been poor. And we've got into really
I think like I mentioned before the game started, Fred had to perform in this game in order to, actually start featuring for us. How could you, after pulling this in, how could he start ahead of McTominay?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. And you know what? This shows how quick things change in football. Because if you would have asked everyone a year ago, who would you rather starting, McTominay or Fred? Everyone would have said Fred. Or 90% of people would have said Fred. Casemiro giving it away now. Fuck me. When these go in the dressing room, Ten Hag needs to just get a slipper out, go along, get them all, line them all up, and just slap them all in a row. Say, sort your shit out.
Dan is saying we need creativity to play that far ahead of the pitch. Fred isn't the player. Keep Fred behind the line. If Fred crosses, give him a yellow card.
Yeah. Elanga's terrible as well. He's got no end product whatsoever. Look, it's just what is that?
I think except Eriksen, none of them, or even I could say except Casemiro and Eriksen, no one has really looked that good while passing.
No. It's just schoolboy shit, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good job we're not playing some killers. You know what I mean? It's Champions
Yeah.
League and we're playing fucking PSG or obviously these players won't be playing.
I would even say if we played the way we've playing right now against teams like Crystal Palace, they would hurt us a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because on the threat, they're a lot more clinical and dangerous than these are.
I mean, right now they don't really have that out-and-out striker, but imagine someone like Zaha up top.
Eze as well. Eze for Palace is a killer. But again, if this is a Prem who's playing Palace, Maguire and Lindelof won't be starting. Not a chance.
Yeah.
This is to give minutes to everyone, and most of the people in this team have proven why they're not getting minutes. It's
exactly
like Fred, Ilanga, Maguire, Lindelof. Maguire and Lindelof, to be fair, haven't done much wrong, but I think Fred and Ilanga have been
I think with Maguire, the only thing has been his ball retaining capability. The way he had to go out for Takefusa Kubo there a little while back.
Corner to Ronaldo.
Dan in the chat saying seems Ronaldo is hobbling, giving the feeling that he is injured and hiding that.
Think? I think it seems alright.
I didn't really notice it. Yeah.
No, neither have I. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it now, but I haven't noticed it. It could be. Dear me, give me a fucking goal. Just something to cheer about.
I think Silva's winning the header we need 4 passes stringed together. That's what we need right now.
Yeah. If David Silva's winning the header in the corner, there's something wrong. Eriksen's just class, man. Such a good player. See, I bet someone like Liverpool now, they needed a midfielder. Obviously, they've got Thiago out now. Why did they not look at someone like an Eriksen?
Yeah.
Considering how he's playing deeper for us, and obviously we all thought he'd be a number 10 when he come in, but he's come in and playing like an 8.
Yeah. I mean, teams like Liverpool, I think at the moment have much bigger issues at their hand.
No, but I look at the midfield though. I see Milner, Harvey Elliott. I'm like,
Milner, Harvey Elliott, Thiago.
Thiago's out though, isn't it? So it's like Henderson, Milner, like Harvey Elliott. When you look at it like that, it's like when they've got Fabinho and what's his name? Oh, Fred, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nice, Fred. Oh, Fred has been terrible, man. Ooh.
I think he'll be subbed off at halftime.
Good ball in, Ronaldo! It's gone in. Cristiano Ronaldo. What is?
It's offside.
Is it offside?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. He'll be fuming. Oh, he'll be absolutely fuming with that.
VAR?
Is he in offside position?
I think he is.
Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah.
It's a fucking good lead, that though.
Yeah. Once again, we need finally someone who can score headers. Finally, someone who can get at the end of those crosses.
I mean, technically, we've seen a goal, so it's cheered us up a little bit, but it was offside. Yeah. Ronaldo will be angry.
But once again, even that offside goal, it is so casual. Like no one in that Sociedad even contested to actually go up in the air. They're just seeing. And that keeper, oh my god, that keeper is actually really, really bad.
I think these players need to take a timeout. Oh, we're 6 subs off 550. Please, anyone who isn't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It would help.
It is going to be a very tough watch along, so please help us reach 550. It's going to be very, very tough.
I'm breaking the timeouts already.
Okay.
Give us a sub every time Fred misplaces a pass.
Yeah.
That's right.
We might reach 1 million. If actually, I'm actually thinking if Liverpool don't really make Champions League next season, many of the players might leave because they've actually got players who are nearing to the end of their prime careers.
To be honest, I still see Liverpool finishing top 4.
Might be happening.
Just my opinion. I think they'll get back.
I think up until now, once again, Eriksen is looking like the best player on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh no. That's a corner to Sociedad. We've got a guy up top with a fucking tennis headband on. He looks like the only threat. I feel like he felt like he was going to walk out to Wimbledon, and he's just walked out on Old Trafford and gone, "What? I'm playing." All right, okay, fair enough.
Casemiro is growing into the game now.
Yeah, him and Eriksen have been the only noticeable.
Yeah. Dad in the chat saying, Fred, please play for us and not for Sociedad.
Yeah. Right, when it's Fred has been shy. I would be surprised if he stays on at half-time. At this point, he's only playing because he's getting fucking minutes. Look, he's on the ball now. Actually makes an alright pass. Surprise. What's the world in difference if he brings Bruno on?
Yeah.
Or brings McTominay on, let's say, and then puts Eriksen in the 10. Oh, Eriksen with a fucking beautiful pass again. Anthony, lovely. Ooh. Fred's definitely getting my man of the match. Fred and Ilanga smashing it. That's a foul. Thank God in 5 minutes we've got that half-time game show. Fucking hell.
The half is going to be over in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Finally.
Bruno's warming up. Thank God. Fuck me. Thank God. Lissandro's warming up as well. Well, I don't think the centre-backs haven't done much wrong.
When might have Garnacho started to warm up as well?
Garnacho has?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'd put Garnacho on for Ilanga. Instantly. Right, come on, drive up the pitch. Drive up the pitch.
Yeah.
There's so much space. Like, we could easily kill him in this game. Fred. Loses it again. Oh. This is painful to watch.
It is. Dan in the chat saying, bring Bruno on for Fred and see how the midfield trio of Cas, Fernandes plays.
Yeah. Christian Casemiro. Oh, that's what you want, breaking the lines. Casemiro, that one-touch passing that he does. Ronaldo gets it in. Watching Fred as a 10 would be like watching David Silva at centre-back.
Watching Fred as a 10 is like seeing Maguire play as a centre back.
Now Ronaldo's hobbling. Elanga went to go and then stopped his run. We've still not got enough depth, have we? Watching this game.
Yeah. But I think another big thing to actually look out for is if Malassi and Dalot are playing right now and could be playing the full 90 as well, will they feature for Crystal Palace as well in 2 days?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maguire fouling. Yeah,
because if we have to go back, imagine we have to go back to Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka against Palace.
Ugh. Cass Fernandixon. Yeah. We could be here.
It's like we're not even. It's like both the teams aren't even playing at times. Just there.
Anthony intercept. Ronaldo's in. Play him in. Oh, he's just got crunched off the ball there. Oh, Elanga, that is terrible. Look at Ronaldo's body language there. It looks like he can't be asked.
Yeah.
Or he's injured either way, but like pressing, then he was like.
Yeah, Fred is definitely coming off at halftime.
You know what, usually a lot of the time I watch games back or quite big chunks of the games, not a chance am I watching this back. You know, like analysis to see like where people went wrong, what kind of thing. I ain't watching this back. You don't even need to watch it back. Fred is a 10, Elanga on the wing, that's all you need to say.
Fred's game style today at least can be used as a torture mechanism to get information out of terrorists.
You know what's happened? Fred's watched one of his idols, like Rivaldo, play as a number 10, and he's like, I can do that. I'm left-footed. I can do that. Ten Hag's gone, all right, I'll try it there. No worries. He's put him there. 45 minutes in, he's like, yeah, you ain't playing there again, mate. Not a chance. All right, so first half done in an absolute exhilarating game. It has to be said. Exhilarating. Excitement is flying all across the walls. It's 4-4.
As well. I don't really see any difference in actually putting the audio on as well.
Yeah,
Ugly Bear in the chat saying very slow game.
Yeah.
Dancing Ten Hag said to Ronaldo, you will have to press from the front end before the game. Ronaldo took Fred separately and convinced him to do the pressing for him, and that's how Fred is off the pitch.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, there's no thing, is there? Well, he couldn't analyse anything anyway, but there's no punditry going on, is there? All right, then let's do our half-time show. Then that'd be the most exciting part of the stream. 1 second.
Yeah, the most exciting part of tonight.
Quite literally, yeah. So the show is called "If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question?" And basically, I don't know if have you ever seen the show Mock Treyas?
The show?
The show is called Mock the Week.
No.
So they have a segment in it where if this is the answer, what's the question? They'll say the answer. You have to guess what the question is to that. That's the concept of it, yeah. So the first answer I'm going to give you is 253 goals.
Maguire will never score that.
Nope. So you can sit on that. There's no time limit. You have a think.
Wayne Rooney?
Yeah, scored in all comps for Manchester United. Relatively quick, I'll give you that. 963 games.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Nope.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Nope. 963 games.
Ryan Giggs?
Yeah. Ryan Giggs, all-time appearances for Manchester United. Yeah, Adam got it in the chat. A few comments there, 1 second. Rest in peace to the poor fucker who has to make highlights of that half. Fred is not a number 10. Yeah, agreed. Fred is barely a midfielder based on this. Dan says Skulls. Way past it already, Dan. So, this is another one. Here's the answer. What is the question? 38 trophies.
Dani Alves?
Nope.
$38.
Yeah. He's thinking really hard here, aren't you? Yeah. Like Fred when he's got to make a pass.
No, he doesn't think. He just apologizes. Sorry. 38. Sir Alex?
Yeah.
So
Alex Ferguson's won 38 trophies for United. Now, whether they include the Charity Shields and the BTEC trophies, you know, you get that, like, you always get a really weird one in there. I remember when I was looking up stats with Varane and Ronaldo and all these kind of guys, there was one in there called, like, the Audi Cup. I think it was. It was in, like, 2000.
We won the trophy as well against Liverpool in the season, remember?
Yeah, these guys. So I don't know if they actually include them trophies in them. I don't think so, because 38 trophies. We won a lot of Premier League titles, FA Cups, Carabao Cups, a couple of Champions Leagues. Well, got a good few Champions Leagues, should I say.
Super Cup.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I think the Club World Cup as well.
Yeah. Next little bit I want to do, I did a start, bench and sell with Adam, Aaron and Sam on the preview. I did a La Liga edition. So I'm going to do a Premier League edition with yourself. Not United, because I think last time we did Manchester United. I'm going to do Premier League. So, Rodri, Fabinho, and Casemiro.
Casemiro, Rodri, and then Fabinho.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'd start Casemiro over Rodri, yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Julian Alvarez. Saka. No, not Saka. I'll take Saka away, sorry. Julian Alvarez. Emil Smith-Rowe. And Anthony Gordon.
I think I'm just going on the basis of talent, and I think Julian Alvarez could pretty much be the next Sergio Aguero for Argentina as well as Manchester City as well. I think he definitely has the talent, and at a young age he shows those glimpses and he shows those signs as well. So for me, I would pick Julian Alvarez, then Emil Smith-Rowe. I think definitely in the future he's going to be a big player for the English national side. Once again, when it comes to England, they have, I think, one of the best attacking midfielders of the younger generation in Smith-Rowe, Saka, and all these guys coming through. And then definitely I have to sell Anthony Gordon, because compared to these two, I don't see him having that kind of quality.
Wow. A few comments. Hey guys, coming onto the live stream today. Big up yourself, Mark. Welcome to the live stream. How bad is Ronaldo's first touch? Barely has any pace. That's from Ugly Bear. What is everyone thinking on the game? Ronaldo and Fred. Fred's been terrible in that number 10 position. We spoke about him so many times. I feel like I've said his name too much already. Adams put Ronaldo seems to just lack that match awareness, needs a game or two, but he had the ball in the net already. If Ronaldo had another game in him, then he'd be onside there. People forget he hasn't been starting. There's been a definite rough go of things with transfer drama. When Ryan Giggs lost his place, he started playing midfield. Why doesn't Ronaldo transform his game to midfield? I can never see Ronaldo.
Never happening.
Never ever happening, to be honest, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
They're currently showing the highlights. I mean, there's any point, really. Go back to the start bench yourself because it's more interesting than the game itself. Who did I have? Oh, yeah. Lissandro, Ruben Diaz, Van Dijk. Start bench, sell.
I think on the basis of
current form.
Yeah, I think I'll pick Ruben Diaz. Bench Lisandro Martinez and sell Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, definitely have to sell Virgil van Dijk.
He has fell off a cliff, hasn't he? Van Dijk at the minute. He looks terrible.
Will he be the next Harry Maguire? We'll see.
Find out. Tune in next time. Find out. Right, let's throw you another one then. Malaysia, Zinchenko, or Perisic.
Definitely pick Perisic.
Over Zinchenko, Malaysia, would you?
Yeah, definitely pick Perisic. I think compared to Zinchenko and Malaysia, he has much more awareness and smartness on the ball. Once again, the experience that he actually brings into the side, and considering all, I think he's also one of those guys who's pretty much won everything there is to win in there. One of the big reasons why Croatia made it into the finals of those World Cup was a pillar alongside Modric and Rakitic in that season. And yeah, for me, then it would have to be Perisic. I think just as a player overall, he's much more balanced when it comes to his play. Because when you pick, then you see player like Malaysia, very good attacking wise, but when it comes to his defending, he's way too aggressive. Like, he's gonna go for the sliding tackle. He's gonna go for a tackle every opportunity he gets. With Zinchenko, I think he still needs to prove himself outside that shell of Manchester City. I think he's just starting at Arsenal, and he has to actually compete with Tierney, I think, on that left back position for Arsenal. So I think there's still a big road ahead for Zinchenko. I mean, who knows? He could actually become a second choice backup for Arsenal in the coming future. So I think for Zinchenko, there's still some time to actually make a decision. But I would pick Perisic.
Just as allegedly, there's a person in the chat, I'm not going to name who it is, anonymous. Is a girl he has a crush for. How should he ask the girl out for a date? That is what this anonymous person is asking.
Anonymous?
What I'm going to say is, anonymous person, just put a dog emoji in the Instagram DMs, and then put, sorry, I let him off the lead by accident. How you doing? My name's Adam, and just play it smooth like that. And then just take it from there. Or you could throw a really cheesy chat up line in there and say, if you was a bogey, I'd pick you first. Take your pick. Go for one round. We've got Lewis Jackson in the chat. No pundits, no adverts. It's quality, sign silence. How do you think we feel? We were signing silence for the actual game as well. We had no audio whatsoever.
Been doing us many favors as well.
I think what we should do is, obviously, Shreyas, you don't drink. But I think every time, I don't know if Fred's going to start the second half, but everyone watching right now, every time Fred misplaces a pass, or Ilanga does a bad touch, or Ronaldo complains, we have to have a swig of our drink or a shot of whiskey. I think that's fair enough. It'll just make it exciting. You know what I mean? Let's do it. So every time Fred misplaces a pass, Ronaldo moans, or Ilanga has a poor touch, I'm going to have a swig of this. And everyone will be absolutely fucking blooded. Right, let's have a look. You're going to be wasted. Hopefully, I hope so. I mean, the game fucking better. So that for free. Let's have a look. Rumours weekend fixtures to be called off. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yeah, again, I've look, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't get the correlation between the Queen dying and football. I don't get it, but if they want to call the game off, then it is what it is. every time the Queen's... No, I'm not reading that out. Definitely not reading that out. I think the announcement of Her Majesty's affecting... There's a lot of love for the Queen in the comments. I'm going to...
Yeah, Sam is definitely going to have a lot of fun in that comment section now.
Yeah. You'll have to buy dozens of bottles if Fred is playing the full second half. Yeah. A lot of love for the Queen in the comment section.
Headline tomorrow, YouTuber goes crazy while seeing Manchester United play.
And Mark drops a... Oh! I don't know if you're like a Gary Neville or... He's got... Fernando Torres. Have a moment. I need to be careful reading his comments out because I don't know what they're going to say. I hope you're all joining in this game, by the way. A shot of whiskey or whatever alcohol of your chosen. In Shreya's case, it'll be ginger beer or water.
Yeah.
Make sure you join along with us. It'll make honestly, by the end of the game, you'll forget the games. We'll all just be sat here.
Yeah. I mean, like even watching, you can forget at times that the game is on.
Yeah. It's a full media blackout. That's why the footy will be called off. Yeah. But I get that. Yeah. I am just going to keep my thoughts to myself in this case, unless I get a few more down the east. Then.
Yeah.
The truth might come out. Yeah. Oh God. Someone talk to me in the chat. Throw me any question. It don't even have to be football related. Forget about football. It'd be more interesting if you throw me something like, can blind people dream? Something along that. Adam rightly says 6 off 550. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're trying to push it for this game. And yeah, that'd be incredible. I am not. Lol, Nick. I don't know that. He's not joining the game. Disappointed. Sam's not. What are you drinking? Well, Mark, I'm glad you asked. Maker's Mark. Beautiful distillery. Oh, look. What does that say there? Mark asked me what I'm drinking. Woodoosh. I'm fucking magic. I am magic. You can't write this shit. You can't write this shit.
Yeah.
Love it. Can werewolves swim? I have not a fucking clue. My IQ doesn't go beyond that range. Don't have a clue. Feels so refreshing not having to hear Michael Owen at halftime. Yeah, Michael Owen's got to be the worst kind of fucking pundit, hasn't he? Well, if he misses, he doesn't score that goal. Yeah. Cheers, Michael. Thank you very much, you twat. Yeah, you have to say, if he scores there, it's a very good goal. You know what I'm going to do? Just before the game comes, I'm going to get some of Michael Owen's famous quotes up as a pundit. You ready for these belters? These will cheer everyone up. If my fucking laptop decides to work.
What subs would you make in this half?
The people who are warming up, to be honest. I don't know about I agree with Mark. I agree with Mark there. I don't know if I'd bring Lissandro on. To be honest, I don't really get that unless he's gonna. I don't know where he's gonna play him. But...
Yeah, I think I would have actually rested him considering he got a cramp in the earlier game as well. I think he definitely needs to rest. But I would bring on Rashford. I would bring on Bruno, and
someone just made a very good point. So it's quick intro. There's no football this weekend, is there? So you don't need to rest any legs, do you?
Yeah.
Very good point. For a great
bring
shout from
that. Too.
Yeah. We could be heroes.
Bruno's coming for Eriksen?
Yeah, Eriksen needs resting, doesn't he? To be fair. I'm surprised he started. He's played a lot of games and he's covered a lot of ground, so I'm surprised he started.
Yeah, but does it mean
Fred maybe sit back?
Fred is still,
Fred will go back and then he'll put Bruno as a 10. I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah, but I still don't understand why even keep Fred on the pitch.
Adam with a great comment there in the chat, but I'm not going to read it out. So some of Michael Owen's famous words in punditry, these crackers. If there's a bit of rain about, it makes the surface wet. Thanks,
Nice.
Michael. What a feeling it is to be a manager and bring someone on. Footballers these days often have to use their feet. I love these players with 2 feet. He's such a shit.
Listening to this, I sometimes feel that I'm back in my college.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of people I'm around.
Yeah. This is one of the best ones. What's that? Whichever teams score more goals usually wins.
Yeah.
Blackburn, I've got 2 strikers on, and they're both playing up front. When asked what he listens to, what fucking hell keeps going? What he listens to in the car by the guy, I don't listen to anything. I don't know why, but the car's always been my own quiet space. When the kids are in the car, they always want a song on, but I'm just happy with my thoughts. Oh, he's the most like, if Michael Owen was a paint, he'd be fucking Magnolia. It's a good run, but it's a poor run, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Sorry, I'm boring everyone else with them quotes. I just thought it's funny, Michael Owen's puncher. Right, the game's kicked off. Bruno was playing as a 10, thank God. I think Fred's gone back a bit. Who's Lissandro come on for?
Lissandro's come on for Dallo.
For Dallo? Who's playing as a wing back?
Who knows at this point what is happening in this game?
Lovely. Bruno plays the ball in. Ronaldo! See what I mean? Bruno straight away.
Yeah.
Impact. Love it. I thought Ronaldo should have done better with that then, though.
This is the first that we've actually seen of us actually play in this game altogether up until
now. Next team to score will probably win this game. Fred is on the pitch, so Nick can have his portion of a drink. He's watched 4 films in his entire life. I don't know who he's referring to there. I hope he's not referring to me. Oh,
I think
Fred's
he's
on the ball.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, so this is for Fred being on the pitch.
Yeah.
If he misplaces a pass or Ronaldo looks like he's whinging about something, I'll have another one. Big up everyone in the chat, please. Subscribe to the channel.
He's desperate to score a goal. He's desperate to score a goal right now.
Absolutely. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Ronaldo on the ball.
Yeah.
Nice switch of play. Oh, see this little Bruno and Anthony link already. A little, it's Lindelof. I think he's put Lindelof to right back.
I mean, he's used to playing there. We remember.
Oh, that Atletico Madrid game. Do you remember when that came out, when Radnick and like put his team out? He was like, Lindelof at right back. What? Strange sub. I feel like that left side, the touch and the passing's been terrible. First touch has been awful. I'm having PTSD here, Lindelof at right back. Who do you guys think was our best purchase this transfer season?
Eriksen!
Yeah, Eriksen. Low key. Free, considering he was a free signing.
Yeah.
No doubt about it in my mind. That's a great effort from Ronaldo. Oh, did I miss that? Woo! It's a sting of that.
Yeah. He's...
Yeah, a lot of people saying Eriksen. Sam says Lissandro. I mean, I love Lissandro. Lissandro's my favourite one out of him, but I think Eriksen, in terms of impact, what he's done. Oh my God. What is going on? Well played.
Tap him in. Right, play the right pass. Oh, Fred's played the right pass. Oh, Bruno with a terrible touch there, though. I don't know if it bobbled or if it bobbled because of Bruno's touch. Let me see that again. Some great acting from that Sociedad defender there.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Go off it, mate. Do you know what Ronaldo's thinking in his head right now? He's thinking, I don't want these memes. He's going to get memed, isn't he, after the game? If you don't score in the Europa League, there will be memes of him on Twitter.
I think at this point, either way, he'll get memed. He scores, he doesn't score.
Yeah, the reason why I was saying like 1-0, 2-0 in thing is the heavy rotation, man. It's clearly like, that's poor from Anthony, that. It's clearly like this, what's the word I'm looking for? Disconnected the team a bit, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could be heroes.
Every single time Fred thinks about making a pass, that's the song he sings in his head.
Just thought, if Ronaldo scores, is it the first goal of the competition? I am on 50th minute, 44 seconds, by the way, for anyone who's asking. But I think the stream might be, I don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, does it really matter? Like,
the game is on, the stream is on. That's
Yeah.
what matters.
yeah. Okay, I'm falling asleep watching this. You think about the comparison to the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Fucking worlds apart.
One team definitely needs to play football against us. Either us or them.
Yeah, just someone start playing.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell. We got a picnic, dairy milk, munchies. Oh, the Kit Kat chunky, you know. This game's causing me to have fucking diabetes.
Interestingly enough, we still haven't had that much of the ball.
It really feels like a testimonial game. Big up everyone who's still in the chat. Appreciate the support because this has been terrible. No. Fred's lost the ball. Give me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Sociedad seem to be just playing to hold off a draw.
Oh, fuck's sake, Fred. Twice now. I've got to have 2 swigs of my drink. Ooh. A lot of funny comments in the chat.
Yeah.
Right, I've had my Kit Kat, I've had my break. Swig for Fred, the first misplaced pass.
Yeah.
I have to make another one. What's the name of it again? Hope you're joining me in this whiskey endeavour. Pick your potion. Has to be with lemonade as well. Anyone who drinks whiskey with Coke, you're an animal. And you need to check his laptop. Check all the laptops who ever drink whiskey with Coke. Fucking crime. But everyone in the chat now is going to be like, I have it with Coke. I have it with Coke. What's up with it with Coke? It's wrong on all levels. That's for the other misplaced pass. Oh. Coke is an awful mixer for anything. Yes, I do. Yes, I like it. Thank you. Fucking spot on. Whiskey and Coke Zero, come at me. Check his laptop, everyone. Check his fucking laptop. I mean, it's not even going to be a goal in this, is there?
Yeah.
That's a good ball. Oh, that's a great tackle from the Sandro, that. Foot, if he doesn't get that foot in there,
Yeah.
Sociedad score. That is a great tackle. Yeah. 100% scoring that if Alessandro doesn't get a touch on that. But that Cubo, who's on the left wing, is very quick. So Lindelof playing at right back makes no fucking sense to me. Obviously, I wanted to rest Dallo, but then we haven't got a game on the weekend, so what you got in then again too easy. David Silva, great block from Alessandro again. What? He's given a penalty. What? He's given a penalty and a yellow card.
Yeah.
Is he smoking crack?
VAR.
Is he actually smoking crack? I need to see this fucking replay again.
No, there's no way.
No, come on. Fucking, his hands are at the side there.
It is deflected off the leg. Yeah, it is deflected
Fuck
off the leg.
off. Can't give that. That is one of the most stupid fucking decisions I've ever seen. Full of shit, mate. I don't know what he saw there.
It has come off the leg.
And it's not like his hands aren't in an unnatural position. When you go to block, he's obviously covering his nuts. Like that, and he's gone over. Has he give it as well? I think he's standing by it.
VAR is checking and the penalty is
Check
still
over.
given.
Oh my god.
How are these referees still in a job? How?
VAR had a stinker over the weekend.
Yeah.
And they've just gone and done it again there. Not a chance is that a fucking penalty.
I really don't understand.
It bounces off his leg and hits him in his fucking elbow. Oh my god, man. It was just when you thought this game couldn't get any worse. Fucking hell.
And he scored.
Oh, well. Ruined the surprise for me there. Right in the corner. Sociedad 1-0 up.
And now they're just going to park the bus now.
Yeah.
They've got their goal.
That's all they need.
They were never really playing for the kill. They just wanted this opening.
That's a stupid fucking decision. Stupid fucking decision. See what people are saying in the chat. Yeah, ridiculous. That's a joke. VAR continuing its streak. Utterly useless. This sport sometimes. Bollocks. Joke that. Yeah, that is ridiculous. Can you imagine that if that was a Champions League final?
Yeah.
game and they give that decision.
Exactly.
That is
I don't
super harsh.
understand how these referees are still in a job, especially in European games like these.
It's not even like United bias. That is super. That is
Yeah.
a super harsh decision.
And this has been happening to us for quite some time in European competitions. I still remember that game against Atletico Madrid last season. That ref was absolutely
Oh yeah, that corrupt one.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
shocking. I mean, if you're trying to gain any kind of positive from it, you'd think that United might have a bit of a kick up the backside now. You know what I mean?
I hope so. But still, I don't really understand how can a ball getting deflected from your leg, which isn't even intentional, to your hand, is given as a pen.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, ball over the top for Bruno, but just a little bit too overhit.
Bruno's on an unnecessary yellow card now.
Bruno got yellow.
Yeah, Bruno got booked.
For what? Was he moaning about the penalty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom surprise there. Oh man.
I mean, in that scenario, you can't really blame him as well.
This Lindelof at right back thing as well. Don't get it. I don't understand it. A lot of question marks coming to my head from Ten Hag there. Don't get it. Don't get why he started Fred as a 10, and I don't get why Lindelof's playing at right back. That decision, that is a joke.
Why is Fred still on and why was Delo subbed?
Look at the state of that decision. Bounces off his leg. What do you want him to do, man? Oh, Maguire's been mauled in the air as well.
Yeah.
The one thing that people say he's good at, and he's just been mauled at. Jesus. Fucking hell. Book him! Just snapped him twice. Fuck's sake, man. It's fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
Glazers out and VAR out. Dan's saying. Can certainly get behind that.
I mean, where does this actually put VAR at? It is not the first time that this has happened.
Terrible, terrible decision. Who the fuck? I want to know who sat at Stockley Park.
Yeah.
Reviewing that and saying, yeah.
And these are not even basic rules to actually go by. These aren't even basic rules to actually go by. It's just visual.
Yeah. He needs a reaction for this. But bring some subs on a summit. Someone who can excite the game. I don't get why Lang's still on the pitch. He's done nothing all game. Cube on the ball. Decent strike. Quite luckily, it falls to Casemiro. Oh, it's a great turn from Anthony, that. Great turn. Dummies the ball. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. What a corner from it. We'll take that. We need a bit of injection of desire.
Martinez actually got booked for that handball as well.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Come on, get something from the fucking game, please. Bruno with the ball in.
Yeah.
Hits the first man. Whip the ball in. Back post, Casemiro. Ooh, just over the bar. Unlucky, Dan. Could you have played it back into the box? Oh, I don't know. Saying that Maguire was there, so it's not exactly sure. It's ridiculous. All the money in the sport, all the politics, we can't have some fucking decent refs. Yeah. I'm still shocked by that pen. Commentators mention about criticism of VAR decisions and never mention about Glazer's out protest. Yeah, very good point, Dan. Sky, Sky, I know it's not Sky covering this game, but the last game with Sky Sports never report it. Never once did they report it. Okay. Time, you've got time on the ball there. Oh, Fred loses it again. Number 3. I got to go and work tomorrow as well. Fuck my life. What time is it, Shreyas? Over there?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Must feel like a bullet in your stomach right now. 2 a.m. to watch this shite. Yeah, talk about dedication. Fucking hell.
Imagine what I felt during the Leicester game.
Oh, no. No.
I don't mind watching these sort of games when it's like 9 p.m. over here or 5 p.m. over here, because I can still manage. When it's ultra late night, it becomes tough.
Yeah. First pattern of players, you know, like, oh, I don't mind that. Come Ronaldo. Out wide with Langart. And Sociedad get it back. I know they don't well play the Sancho. Play him in. What is that? Well played, Lissandro. Lissandro's been class since he's come on. You know what, 10 acts for these plays out here say, you know what, if you think show it.
Yeah.
That's a free kick. How's that not a free kick? This ref's having a mare. Easily a free kick, that.
Yeah.
Good ball to Ronaldo. Ooh. Just gets it. Oh, Lissandro again. Class. Come on, boys. Well played. Casemiro in. Thinks it back. Don't know who to. Malacia. I thought, was that a corner? Oh, I don't know what happened there.
I don't really understand what.
I don't get why Lang didn't play the overlap there.
Yeah.
If you're going to try to bend it, get it in the corner. Don't. Like, it's frustrating. This skate out. The one line that comes out of this is frustrating, isn't it? Rest decisions frustrating.
Yeah.
Chances frustrating. Man on. Watch it. Come on, Casemiro. Oh, it's a bad pass. A bad pass from Casemiro, that.
Sancho and Garnacho are coming on.
That's what I want to hear. That is what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Bit of flair, bit of spark. Elanga needs to come off. No two ways about it. I don't know how he stayed on the pitch so long. I imagine Anthony's going to be the other one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fred looks like he's like a Jack Russell chasing a tennis ball. Good play into link there from Sociedad. That's a foul. Yellow card. Anthony gets mullered off the ball there.
Yeah.
I mean, Sociedad are happy with
Anthony
this,
and Elanga coming off.
and Anthony as well, I think.
Yeah, Anthony and Elanga.
Jaden's going to go on the right, Garnacho on the left. Or Sancho on the left. I don't know. Looks like Sancho's running over to the left-hand side.
Mm.
So Garnacho on the right then?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, weird one with Elanga, innit? I don't. He's definitely not a starter. And then even rotational, you're throwing questions out there like, if you can't cut it in a cup game and not necessarily put his imprint on the game. De Gea, see how his distribution does. One ball to Ronaldo. "20 minutes left." Let's have a look at the chat and see what people are saying.
Yeah.
How will Elanga survive 70 minutes? Yeah, exactly. No idea. Were McFred was really just Fred the whole time? No, McTominay definitely played his part in that partnership. Ref has given us nothing. I complain on the East Coast of the States that games are a little too early, but we'll no longer complain. I think Casemiro's adjusting to a new system and team. Garnacho should have been on for a while. Yeah, I also agree with that. Anyone who's just joining now to the show for this thrilling game, please subscribe to the channel. I promise you we have much more fun content than this crap that we're currently watching.
Yeah, exactly.
The half-time show that we did was more entertaining than this fucking crock of shit.
Yeah.
Poor quality on the pitch and a bad fucking VAR decision. Ball in, Maguire wins. Sancho out. No, Garnacho's not going to win that. But he's willing. Show him pace.
Yeah.
Win that. Time, take your time. Why is he trying? You don't need to play that pass there, Bruno. You could have just played it straight into midfield.
$15 more minutes of this, approximately.
Sancho on the right is what I like to see. I prefer Sancho on the right. Do you remember in pre-season when he was linking up with Dallo? Really nice.
Yeah.
This is like dragging my eyeballs through glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Fred misplaced. we just get a hold of the ball, please? Keep, sustained pattern of play. He's playing on. Oh my God, this ref, man. They're in here as well.
Yeah.
Great tackle from Lissandro. And Casemiro's been bullied from Saul off there. Fuck me. It's just been so painful. I suppose we're seeing better. I was going to get a
Yeah.
and I didn't end up going. Fucking glad I didn't now. Elanga is a player who does 70% of the good work, but the final 30% he lets down. Always the end product that's missing, especially since they miss in the shootout. Yeah. Again, positive news. Only 15 minutes left. So.
Yeah. Hopefully, no extra time as well.
Yeah. I mean, I bet it's absolutely quiet as fuck in that stadium right now.
Yeah, I don't think it would make any other.
Yeah, if I turn the sound up on my TV now,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it won't make no difference. Oh, Fred's first touch. It's like he's got slinkies on his feet. He don't cushion it right. He fucking springboards off his foot every time he touches it. Oh. Excuse me. Oh my God, Fred. Garnacho, come on, have a run at him. Nice, keep it ticking. Casemiro! Good effort.
Yeah.
Great effort. Oh, Lindelof, you don't need to give that silly foul there, man. Why are you pushing someone over there? Stupid foul. For fuck's sake, man. Does me head in that. It's going nowhere there. You don't need to fucking foul him.
Exactly.
Good effort from Dan. What do you all think about the Tuchel situation, by the way? Yeah, that's a topic to discuss.
I think it was unneeded. For me, it was definitely unneeded, and I don't think they should have sacked him right now. I don't think it's the good time to sack him right now. I really didn't think so.
I think in his 100 games at Chelsea, he's only lost 16.
Yeah. Yeah,
and also they backed him in the transfer market. They got Aubameyang in, Sterling, Koulibaly, all these players that he wanted, and then you go and sack him.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when Everton, when they had Rafa Benitez, they sold Luca Digne, like the best player, and then Benitez went, and then they went and got Lampard, I think it was.
Yeah.
So then you're just like, oh, what's the point?
I really don't understand. I think with Chelsea, it doesn't really matter at times because we've seen they don't really stick with managers that long. I mean, they've had people like Carlo Ancelotti in there who couldn't really stick at the job as well.
Oh my God. What was that? Two players went the exact same way then and just let him. Oh. Tell you what, they won't need no fucking lullaby remedy. Kids are showing the game and they'll right to sleep. The lullaby of games. Oh, Alessandro, come on. Watch that player out wide. Nice effort. Come on, 10 minutes. We need a goal. De Gea plays a quick one. What? He's offside. Oh, man of the match, Reyes.
Man of the match. So difficult. Many great performances in there.
Yeah,
I think the referee deserves man of the match today because if it wasn't for him, this game would have ended in a draw.
Yeah. Had a big impact in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I just can't wait for this
Come
game
on,
to
go
end now.
Fred puts the ball in. Oh, Casemiro completely misses it. Dan, what are you doing? Oh, it's Sancho. My bad. This is kind of like a bit deflating, it, considering the past 4 games that we've had. The
Yeah.
momentum and stuff. And this is just like... Obviously, it's because of the heavy rotation that we've had in the squad.
Maybe, but it just shows that these players. I think this just shows that these players can't be relied on.
Yeah, it's true.
For like
Very
you
true.
know.
That's the one standout message for me anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got squad depth, but the squad depth ain't good enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we are going to have a lot of tired players by this season because you're going to have to consistently play.
Yeah.
Switch to play. Bring it this way. Ronaldo's hobbling about. Been kicked about this game, to be fair. Charlie McNeil's coming on. Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
now's your opportunity, lad. Fucking grab it. Is I can't speak. If there's any point you needed to make your mark on the game, now it'd be right now, wouldn't it? Oh, Fred. Oh my God. He is so frustrating to watch as a player. He's terrible. It's like they've got a year, like if you've got a year 6 team, yeah, like you just like the senior players in your class, and they go, oh, I know year 3 you can play. It's not the best, but we'll just, to make numbers up. Or when you're doing a 5-side. Fred is that kid, mate. Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to have to, for that, that's gone.
And he's got a booking as well. How many players are on yellow cards for us in this game up until now? Bruno is on. Lisandro is
on. Excuse me. Woo. Tenag, little clip of Tenag complaining to the ref there. Charlie McNeil's on.
From Malaysia. So who's playing as a fullback now? Fred?
Well, I think it'll be a back 3 of Lindelof, Maguire, Alessandro, Lindelof, left centre back.
What is going on with this game?
Alessandro left centre back. And yeah, it's just go gun ho at the minute, innit? You might as well. You've 1-0 down to fucking Real Sociedad. What have you got to lose? Underwhelming performances.
Yeah.
Very underwhelming. Then obviously their coach has made their changes to show things up. Couldn't tell you who the fucking players are. They could be strikers for all I know.
They've just sat back after that penalty. They didn't really have to do anything. So
we haven't all game.
Yeah.
They've got their goal come from a penalty and a shit decision. Don't get me wrong, we had a couple of chances, but yeah, Garnacho's keeping the width there now.
Yeah.
Go on, Lisandro. Fucking hell, what a pass. But unfortunately, it's Fred. Oh! Corner. Fred on left wing. Buzzing.
Less than 6 minutes left now.
It's actually not a bad ball, to be fair, but... Corner. Bruno Fernandes in. Maguire wins it. Straight back out. And Fred's the last one back. Tries playing a long ball. Oh! Oh! Is that Ronaldo's asking for a penalty? You're not getting that, son.
Yeah. I mean, considering how they got theirs, we should have gotten one.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to make two bad... If you're going to make a bad...
Yeah,
make up for it.
exactly.
5 minutes left of this bouncy tie. Don't forget, people, we've got the review after this. We'll go for about 20 minutes after the game, discussing God knows what we're going to discuss at this point. Probably all be on the penalty decision. So just call the review the VAR panel.
Yeah. What is the formation we're playing right now? What is the formation?
I don't know. Don't care, to be honest. Really don't care at this point. Martinez is man of the match for me. Since he's come on, he's been the best player. Honestly.
Yeah.
No one else has done anything. Anything that I've gone like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this lanky geezer is fucking keeping it in the corner. I forgot McNeil was on the pitch. You know.
Less than 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
If they give extra time, it's going to be even harder.
Oh, Soloff is absolutely turned in there. And they've won it back. Plays the ball in. Good header out. Get it. Right, come on. We need to create something here. Who's chasing? Is that Lindelof trying to chase that? Done well there, to be fair. Sandro on the ball. Well played. Garnacho. I thought I was a bit selfish that.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have got it to the byline there.
Yeah.
Garnacho looks like a bit like a comic character. Like a superhero or some shit. Sociedad's man of the match is Fred. We've taken 2 fullbacks off. Yeah, we've evolved formation. Garnacho, yeah. Oh, I've got no hope at this point. I think this is it now.
Yeah.
Game done. To be honest, I'd be very surprised if we score. Cristiano Ronaldo, free kick, gotta be. Yeah, we've got a free kick. On the edge. And Ronaldo is definitely going to want to take this. Yeah. I don't like Ronaldo on free kicks, though, if I'm honest.
I mean, who else would take it now?
I don't like Bruno. I'd rather have Bruno on a free kick than Ronaldo.
Yeah. Oh, if only Eriksen would have been on the pitch up now.
Oh, yeah, if Eriksen's on the pitch. Yeah. I know Eriksen on it, but Ronaldo hits him away, or like he either hits the wall or it goes over a lot of the time.
Yeah.
On rare occasion, it's United. 9 times out of 10, Watch.
Don't
This will
really
hit.
see anything happening.
This will hit the wall, or it'll go over like sky over, like Rose said.
Definitely.
Ready for this? Does a big breathe in stance. Watch. Hits the wall. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that. That's why Bruno should take it, because Ronaldo's got like knuckleball style. Rarely comes off. But none of them players are going to turn around to Ronaldo and say, nah, you ain't taking it to the biggest clutch player. Oh, Sancho, that's terrible. The one, Fred, 3v1. Oh, he's been dusted there as well. They're in. David De Gea sweeps up.
Yeah.
Very lucky. Very, very lucky.
3 more minutes.
Switch to play there. Switch to play. Oh, is that pass? What is that pass as well? What are you doing? Two and a half minutes to save a draw against Sociedad. How embarrassing. We can't even get it through the further the pitch.
Yeah.
Just at this point, mate, just fucking it a long ball. Get it to Ronaldo. Get runners off him. There you go. Get it up. Oh, straight back to them again.
Yeah.
Just bobbling about, man.
Yeah, I think this is going to be it. Yeah.
Maguire tries playing a diagonal. It's a Garnacho. Oh, in space here, Casemiro. Oh, tries. I think that might be the last chance. Plays it into Ronaldo. Minute and 30 seconds left. Jesus. You're giving it away, silly.
Yeah.
At this point, look at that. Oh, they won it back high up. Oh, he's done Lindelof there. Oh, this is so painful. Oh.
I think it's done now. Yeah. I think it is pretty much it.
Back post. He plays in a better ball there. He's just a free man there. Sociedad fans going fucking nuts. Fair play, lads. Fair play.
Yeah.
Oh, was it a throw-in? I thought it was a goal kick. Ten seconds.
It's done. Full time.
Oh, well, that was
At least
absolutely.
it's finally over.
Yeah, that's the positive you can take from that. That was absolutely shit. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, probably about 5 minutes for the review. Me, Adam, and Sam are going to give our thoughts on that woeful game. So make sure you tune in for that, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you.